Villages have been burned, farms destroyed, and countless innocent people have become victims of the conflict between the Starks and the Lannisters. At Harrenhal, prisoners are dragged before cruel soldiers for questioning. Anyone suspected of helping Robb Stark faces brutal punishment. The terrifying castle has become a symbol of fear. Among the prisoners is Arya Stark, still hiding her identity under the name Arya. She watches helplessly as innocent people are tortured and killed. Arya realizes that surviving in Westeros requires patience and intelligence. One mistake could cost her life. Back in King's Landing, King Joffrey becomes increasingly unstable. News arrives that Robb Stark has won another victory against the Lannisters. Unable to defeat Robb directly, Joffrey turns his anger toward Sansa Stark. Before the royal court, he humiliates and threatens her. Sansa remains calm despite her fear. She has learned that survival often means hiding her true feelings. Just when the abuse seems endless, Tyrion Lannister arrives. Tyrion openly criticizes Joffrey's behavior. He reminds the young king that rulers who inspire only fear eventually create enemies everywhere. Although Joffrey reluctantly obeys, the tension between king and uncle becomes stronger than ever. Tyrion knows that Joffrey may become the kingdom's greatest problem. Tyrion continues, serving as hand of the king. He suspects that someone on the small council is secretly betraying the crown. To discover the traitor, Tyrion creates a clever plan. He tells different marriage proposals for Princess Myrcella to 3 council members. Each man receives a different story. If one of those stories reaches Queen Cersei, Tyrion will know exactly who betrayed him. The plan works perfectly. When Cersei confronts him about one specific proposal, Tyrion identifies the source of the leak. His political game has begun. Unlike warriors who fight with swords, Tyrion fights with intelligence. Meanwhile, Robb Stark continues his campaign against the Lannisters. The young king in the north has won several important battles. However, victory comes at a cost. After one battle, Robb visits wounded soldiers. There he meets Talisa, a healer caring for the injured. Unlike many nobles, Talisa speaks honestly. She reminds Robb that every battle creates suffering for ordinary people. Their conversation reveals mutual respect. Robb is impressed by her courage and compassion. For the first time in many episodes, he finds someone who challenges him without fear. A connection begins to form between them. Elsewhere, Catelyn Stark visits King Renly Baratheon. Renly commands one of the largest armies in Westeros. His camp is filled with colorful banners, wealthy nobles, and confident soldiers. Compared to the misery of war elsewhere, Renly's camp almost feels festive. Catelyn hopes to unite the various kings against the Lannisters. But there is a problem. Renly's older brother, Stannis Baratheon, also claims the Iron Throne. Neither brother is willing to surrender his ambition. Their rivalry threatens to divide potential allies. The future of the kingdom hangs in the balance across the narrow sea. Daenerys Targaryen finally reaches the magnificent city of Qarth. After crossing the deadly Red Waste, her people are exhausted and near starvation. The gates of the city stand before them. At first, the rulers refuse entry. They doubt Daenerys and fear her dragons. But Daenerys refuses to surrender. She passionately declares her destiny. She promises that one day she will reclaim the Iron Throne and change the world. Her determination impresses several influential citizens. Eventually, the gates open. Daenerys enters the city unlike anything she has ever seen. Qarth is rich, beautiful, and powerful. Yet, despite its wealth, she still lacks what she truly needs: an army and ships. Her dream remains distant. At Harrenhal, an unexpected arrival changes Arya's situation completely. Tywin Lannister, one of the most powerful men in Westeros, takes command of the castle. Unlike many other nobles, Tywin immediately notices intelligence and competence. Arya is assigned as his personal cupbearer. This new position keeps her away from the worst labor. More importantly, It allows her to observe one of her family's greatest enemies up close. Every conversation becomes dangerous. Every word must be chosen carefully. Tywin has no idea that the servant standing beside him is actually Arya Stark. Arya understands that knowledge can be as valuable as any weapon. As night falls, Stannis Baratheon prepares for a mysterious mission. Beside him stands Melisandre, the Red Priestess who follows the Lord of Light. Using dark magic, she performs a shocking ritual. A supernatural shadow creature emerges. The terrifying being is sent on a secret mission connected to Stannis' claim to the throne. For centuries, many believed magic had vanished from the world. It has returned, and its influence may prove more powerful than any army.